Hello, I'm Leo. So, after I've watched the speech from Professor Martin Elliott about the Formula One and its contribution to healthcare, so I've summed up some contents and ready to share with you. So, Professor Elliott have said that the need for speed is already seeing in the ancient time that the emperor is loving to watch people chasing for speed using horse and the cars, and that's why Formula One, which is also the chasing of speed, is so popular nowadays. And because of the revenue of the Formula One car racing is getting higher and higher these days, so there are few important parts that the Formula One racing team have to do well to be good in the competition. So at first, I would like to quote some quotes from F1 driver Jenson Button. So he said, to understand the intensity of driving an F1 car, you have to be in it. And then when you are driving a 750 horsepower machine at 200 miles per hour, the noise and the vibration are incredible. So he also said the G-force when you take a big corner is like someone trying to rip your head off. And also when you hit the brake, it feels like as if the skin is being pulled off your body. So here's the Formula One driver feelings in the competition. So more than the driver is feeling, the Formula One team is also important. So Professor Elliott have said a few parts. For example, teamwork, safety, big data analysis, rapid prototyping, and also logistics. There's a few components that are really important to make the driver comfortable and also to do a good competition. So first of all, let's talk about teamwork. So Professor Elliott make a good example from which is to metaphor the F1 driving teamwork as the teamwork of doing a baby heart surgery in the hospital. So in the heart surgery, the doctors and the helpers have to monitor the index of the baby and have many pipes that to pump the medicine into the babies to make sure the baby is doing well and not to die. So which is the same as the teamwork in the Formula One driving, which the team have to make sure the driver is safe and doing good in the competition. Other than that, safety is also an important issue in Formula One driving. So from 1963 comparing to 2003, the amount of deaths and serious injury was significantly lower. So we can see the higher revenue from the Formula One driving can make sure the safety of the competition. Other than that, the big data analysis is also very important because after one or during the competition, the data from the car and the driver is so important that they have the need to tune the car to make sure the driver is safe and having the optimal performance. It's recorded that around 243 terabytes of data is being captured during one Grand Prix in Austin. So comparing to 15 terabytes of the capacity of 10 human brains, and also 235 terabytes according to the US Liberty of Congress. So the data from one competition is really large. Other than that, rapid prototyping is really important because there are many components in a car, and there are around 20,500 components in a car. And when a car is damaged or broken in a competition, in every 2 weeks, 5,000 new components is designed and built. So there are 5 to 10% of the car is different for each race. So it's really important that the F1 team and the F1 driver have to make sure they know their car well. So at last, logistics is also important, as Mr. Elliott, Professor Elliott said. Don't forget anything at home, because the F1 car have to race 100,000 miles per season, and 100 hotel rooms per race have to make from one team. And there are 100 tons of stuffs, spares and tools. Also there are telecommunications. And they have to make sure there are drivers to take the team and the F1 driver to the competition. And also the cars and the F Formula 1 car is very important that they don't forget to take to the playground. So these are the important and the main contents that Professor Elliott have said in his speech. So I've summed up most of them, and thank you very much. Bye bye.